Hello, folks. Are you still using Excel with the mouse for everything? Then let me tell you, you're wasting hours every single week without even realizing it. Yes, you heard that right. If you're using mouse, the things that can be done with one shortcut key in Excel, then you are wasting your time. And if you really want to save your time, so in this video we are going to show you a 15 useful shortcut keys that will help you to boost your productivity, work smarter and more efficiently. And these are not random shortcut keys. These are the shortcut keys that professionals use every day to boost their work productivity. And trust me, once you start using these shortcut keys, you'll never go back to the old way. So stay till end of the video and you'll come to know how these shortcut key you can use in your Excel in a practical way. Our trainer Shakti Sharma will explain each and everything step by step. So let's get started.
Thank you so much, Satish sir. So friends, let's start with the first Excel shortcut key. Here you can notice I have taken one simple employee dataset which contain 5 different columns. The first column is employee ID. Next we have employee name, department, city and sales column, right? Now let's focus on the department column because this is very important right now. So the department column contains different department where each employee is working, such as IT department, operations, HR, marketing, and few more department. Now let's take an example. Suppose if your manager has given you the same data set and he has told you to show only the IT department record from the data set, means you need to filter your data based on the department IT and you need to show only the IT department related record. In such case, searching the data manually will be time taking. So let's use the shortcut for this to apply the filter. It is very simple. Whenever if you want to apply the filter on any data set, make sure your cursor should be inside the data set. Now let's use the shortcut for this. I will press Alt A T on keyboard. So when I press Alt A T, wow, the filters are applied on the column heading. You can notice here, these are the column heading and you can notice the filters are applied for each column, right? So this is the icon of filter. In the same way, when you apply the filter, the data tab will be activated. Inside the data tab, here you can notice this is the filter option will be activated, means we have applied the filter on this data set. Now if you want to filter only IT department related data, it is very simple. Let me zoom in. So here you can notice this is the filter icon for department column, right? So when you expand this, here you can notice several options will be highlighted. Either if you want to sort your department column, you can sort according to ascending wise or descending wise, and many more options are available. In the same way, when you notice this is clear filter from department, if you apply the filter in department column, this option will be activated. Right now it is disabled. Now we need to filter only IT department, right? It is very simple. First you need to uncheck this select all. Now you need to simply click on IT. So when you click OK, you will get the IT department data. So when you apply the filter, you will get only the IT department record, right? Now you can simply select the data, create the PDF and send to your boss, by which boss will also happy and you will also happy. Why? Because we have saved the time, right? With the help of shortcut key. So the filter is useful because it help you quickly view only the required data in larger data set. The original data will not be deleted. We can view only the required data based on the filter we are applying. Now when you apply the filter on department column, here you can notice the filter icon will change for department column, means we have applied the filter on department column. If you click on this, here you can notice this option will be activated, which is clear filter from department. If you want to clear the filter from department column, you can simply click on this option. Now you will get the original data set. Now if you want to remove the filter from this data set, it is very simple. You can simply press Alt A T on keyboard. Here you can notice the filter has been removed from the data set. So this is the first Excel shortcut key by which you can apply filter on any data set. And let me tell you, if you practice daily, improvement will come automatically. Now moving to the next shortcut. Here you can notice I have taken one raw employee data. For example, when you receive an unorganized data for reporting, managing it can be difficult. Like if you want to apply the filter, sort the column, or if you want to give some formatting for rows and column, it will be very difficult and time consuming. So let's use the shortcut for this to convert the raw data into table. What I will do, I will simply press Ctrl T on keyboard. So when you press Ctrl T, you will get one pop-up. It will ask where is the data for your table. So right now it will automatically select the entire table range. Now you need to check this option which is my table as header. If you notice carefully, I have selected the entire column heading to create the table. So you need to check this option which is my table as header. Now you need to simply click on OK. Nice, the data is now converted into structured tabular format, and here you can notice that table design tab has been activated. If you want to change the style of your table, you can simply expand the table style. From here I can select any one of the table style. The filter is applied for each column. In the same way, here you can notice for each alternate rows the formatting is given, right? Now suppose if you want to apply the filter on this table, you can simply go to table design. Inside the table design, here you can see one option which is insert slicer. If you want to filter your table, you can simply click on this insert slicer. Now here you can notice we will get all the 5 columns, right? So basically whatever columns are available in your data set, it will be shown inside the slicer. Now simply I will just check this one which is city. I want to filter my table based on the city. I can simply click on OK. Now we will get the slicer, right? Now suppose if I want to filter only the Jaipur record, I can simply click on Jaipur. Wow, amazing, right? So with the help of creating a table, here you can notice we will get the slicer. If you want to clear the filter, you can simply click on this which is clear filter, right? So in this way we can use the slicer to filter our data. This is useful because it organizes data and makes sorting and filtering easier. Now moving to the next shortcut. For example, if you want to give formatting for the sales column, selecting manually can take time. So let's use a shortcut for this. To select the entire sales column, I will simply press Ctrl space on my keyboard. If I press Ctrl space, superb, the full column is selected instantly. Now this helps you save time and make selection faster. Now I can give the formatting in this way. In the same way, if you want to select the entire row, you can simply bring your cursor in the current row which you want to select. Now you need to press the shortcut key which is shift space. If you press shift space, here you can notice the entire row will be selected. So with the help of shortcuts you can save your time. Now let's move to the next Excel shortcut key. If you want to switch between different sheet, here you can notice I have taken multiple sheet in the same Excel file which are apply filter, create table, select column, and many more sheets are available. Now for example, if you want to go for apply filter sheet, you need to take help of mouse cursor which is time consuming, right? So instead of this, what you can do is you can just use the shortcut key for this. I will press control page up to go to the previous sheet. Now here you can notice with the help of shortcut key which is control page up, I can go to the previous sheet, right? In the same way, if I want to go to the next sheet, I can simply press control page down, by which I can switch between different sheet. With this we can save our time, right? So instead of using the mouse cursor, we can take help of shortcut key to switch between the sheet. I hope you are understanding. If you are learning something new today, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Now let's move on to the next Excel shortcut key. Here you can notice I have taken one employee data which contain employee ID column, employee name, department, city, and sales column, right? Now suppose if I want to add one new column between employee name and department. So let me show you with the help of highlighter. Here you can notice I want to insert one new column between employee name and department, which is age column. I want to insert the age column between these two columns. Now let me tell you one important note. Whenever if you want to insert a new column between employee name and department column, make sure you need to select the department column. Why? Because most of the people make mistake at this step. So what you need to do is you need to select the department column. So when you use the shortcut key, I will press Ctrl plus on my keyboard. Amazing, right? Here you can notice new column has been inserted between employee name and department. So in this way, we can use the shortcut key to insert the new column. In the same way, if you want to insert the new row, suppose if I want to add one new employee, what I can do is I can simply press Ctrl plus on my keyboard. So if I press Ctrl plus on keyboard, here you can notice new row will be inserted. In the same way, if you want to delete the column, you can select the column which you want to delete. Now you can simply press Ctrl minus on keyboard. The entire column will be deleted. In the same way, if you want to delete the row, you can press Ctrl minus. I hope you are understanding. Now let's move on to the next Excel shortcut key, which is auto sum. Here you can notice I have taken the same data set, right? Now if you want to calculate the total sales amount based on the sales column, what you can do is, let me go to the last cell of the sales column. I can simply press Ctrl down arrow to go to the last cell. Now if you want to calculate the total sales, typing formula in this manual way is very time consuming. So instead of typing the formula in this way, let's use a shortcut for this to calculate the total sales. I will simply press Alt equal to on keyboard. Here you can notice just by pressing Alt equal to on keyboard, the formula will be added and the range will be selected automatically. So this is the way you can calculate the total sales. If you click enter here, you can notice we will get the total sales amount, which is 90,92,146. So with the help of shortcut key, you can save your time. Whenever if you want to find the total in any data set, you can simply take help of Alt equal to shortcut key, by which you can save your time. Now let's move on to the next Excel shortcut key. For example, when maintaining logs or attendance, you need to insert date and time manually. So instead of inserting or writing date and time manually, you can just take help of shortcut key to save your time. If you want to insert date, the shortcut key is very simple. I will press Ctrl semicolon on keyboard. So when I press Ctrl semicolon, here you can notice the current date will be inserted. In the same way, if you want to insert the current time, you can simply press Ctrl Shift semicolon on keyboard. You will get the current time in this way. So this is the shortcut way of inserting the current date as well as current time with the help of shortcut keys. Now let's move on to the next Excel shortcut key. As you can observe, this is a data set, right? In the data set, I have taken 5 different columns which are same columns. Now I have additionally added one new column which is intensive 10% column, right? And here you can notice inside the H2 cell, I have taken intensive as 10%. Means I want to find the intensive for each employee. I will simply write one formula equal to sales multiply with 10%, which is H2 cell, right? If I hit enter here, you can notice I will get the intensive for first employee, which is 6231, right? In the same way, if I drag manually in this way, you will not get the intensive properly. Let me tell you why you are not getting. If I double click on the first cell, here you can notice I have taken sales into H2 cell, right? When I double click on the next cell, here you can notice the sales is correct, but instead of H2 it has taken the next cell, which is H3. I don't want to change the position of H2. For this, what you can do is you can fix the H2. Let me show you. If I double click on this, I need to lock this cell, which is H2 cell. So what you can do is, to avoid the error, you can simply lock this cell. If you double click on this, here you can notice I need to lock the cell with the help of shortcut key, which is F4. So if you press F4 on keyboard, the dollar symbol will be applied for row as well as column, right? Now you will not get any error. When you click enter here, you can notice when you focus on the cell, you will get the intensive as 10%. Let me delete this next cell. Now you need to simply double click on this. Perfect, right? Here you can notice whenever if you drag the formula, the cell reference will be locked. Means there will be no change inside the cell reference. It will be locked. So just with the help of shortcut key F4, you can lock the cell reference. Now let's move on to the next Excel shortcut key. For example, if I want to write multiple detail in a single cell, Suppose here I will write one test which is Excel is powerful. If I write here Excel is powerful, here you can notice I need to bring powerful in the next line. Why? Because the powerful will go in the F column, right? So instead of this, you can use one shortcut key by which you can insert a separate line in the same cell. The shortcut key is very simple. Press Alt Enter on keyboard. We will get one new line in the same cell. Now you can write the complete sentence which is powerful. So if you click and inside the same cell, the new line is inserted. With the help of Alt Enter, here you can notice the text moves to the next line. So if you want to write multiple detail in a single cell, you can just press Alt Enter to insert new line in the same cell. Now let's move on to the next Excel shortcut key. For example, selecting a large data, this is the data I have taken. If you want to select any row or column manually, it will be time consuming. So instead of this, suppose I want to select the first row of this data set, what I can do is I can simply bring my cursor in the first cell. I will use one shortcut key to select the entire row. I will just press Ctrl Shift right arrow. Superb, right? So when I press Ctrl Shift right arrow, the entire row will be selected. In the same way, suppose I want to select only the first column, I can use the shortcut key which is Ctrl Shift down arrow. The entire column will be selected. In the same way, if I want to select the third column, I can simply press Ctrl Shift up arrow. The third column will be selected. If you want to select the entire data, you can simply bring your cursor at the first cell. You can now use the shortcut key which is Ctrl Shift right arrow down arrow. Amazing, right? So in this way you can select your entire data with the help of shortcut key. Now let's move on to the next Excel shortcut key which is paste special. As you can observe, I have taken one sales data which contain customer name column, product column, quantity column, rate and sales amount column, right? Just you need to focus on the sales amount column because this is very important. If I double click on the sales amount, the sales amount is calculated based on the quantity multiplied with rate, right? You will get the sales amount. So in this way we will get the sales amount, right? Now let's suppose if I share this file to someone else, the person should not see the formula. The person should see only the values instead of formula. Doing normal copy paste will not work. To change the formula into value, what you can do is you need to simply select the entire data, Ctrl Shift down arrow. In this way you can select the entire column. Now copy the column, Ctrl C on keyboard. Now if you want to go to the first cell, you can press Ctrl backspace. You will get to the first cell. Now you need to bring your cursor on the first cell of the sales amount. Now you can use one shortcut key. What I will do, I will simply press Ctrl Alt V to open the paste special dialog box. Now here you can notice this is a paste special, right? Now what is my task? I want to convert the formula into value, right? So here you can notice I need to simply click on this option. If I click on value, now you need to simply click on OK. Here you can notice, great, right? Only values are pasted. We have converted the formula into values. This is useful for data cleaning. I hope you are understanding. Now let's move on to the next Excel shortcut key. Here you can notice the text is not clearly visible. Why? Because the column width is very small. If you adjust in this way, it will be time consuming as well as it will be not proper way of adjusting the column width. For this, we have one shortcut key to adjust the column width automatically. What you need to do is you need to simply select the entire data. I can simply press Ctrl A on my keyboard by which I can select the entire data. Now here you can notice the data has been selected. Now you need to press one shortcut key to adjust the column width which is Alt HOI. Great, right? If you press Alt HOI, here you can notice the text is clearly visible. With the help of shortcut key which is Alt HOI, you can adjust the column width automatically instead of wasting time in this way, right? You need to simply press Alt HOI to adjust the column width. Now let's move on to the next Excel shortcut key. What I will do, I will simply select the range. I will go to border. and inside the border I will just apply the outside border. Now here you can see I have applied the border for this entire range. This is the outside border, right? If I write any formula inside the cell, suppose if I want to generate one random number between 50 and 100, I can simply take the formula random between formula. I will write bottom as 50 and top as 100. If I close the bracket and if I click enter, I will get the random number between 50 and 100, right? Suppose if you want to apply the formula for multiple columns as well as multiple rows, doing it manually is time consuming. So let's use the shortcut key to apply the formula. What you need to do is you need to select the entire range in this way. Now you can use one shortcut key which is used to fill right words to your formula. If I press Ctrl R, the formula is applied instantly. In the same way, if you want to apply the formula to the multiple rows, you can select in this way. Now when you press Ctrl D on keyboard, the formula is filled automatically for the range I have selected. Let me explain you again. If you want to apply the formula towards right side, you can simply press Ctrl R. In the same way, if you want to apply the formula towards downward, you can simply press Ctrl D to fill the formula towards downwards. Now let's move on to the next Excel shortcut key. I have taken the same data set. Now suppose if you are planning for the financial data, now suppose if you want to display the sales value as a currency, you can use one shortcut key by which you can give the formatting for the sales column. You need to select the entire sales column in this way. Now you need to press one shortcut key which is Ctrl Shift dollar symbol. If you press Ctrl Shift dollar symbol, the values are converted into currency format. Now if you don't want to show the decimal places, from here you can decrease the decimal places in this way. This shortcut key is very useful for financial report. Instead of wasting time selecting the entire column, go into format cell, you can simply use the shortcut key by which you can convert your value into currency format. So friends, finally the last shortcut key is used to create a pivot table. If you want to analyze the larger data set and find total sales amount by department wise or finding total sales amount by city wise, instead of using any formula, you can just take help of pivot table by which you can save your time. Let's see the shortcut key to create a pivot table on this data set. Simply you need to select this entire data. Now you need to use one shortcut key which is Alt and V on keyboard. So when you press Alt and V on keyboard, here you can notice the insert tab will be activated. In the same way, the pivot table option is the first option in the insert tab. Let me zoom in. So when you notice the pivot table, there are two different methods to create a pivot table. Either if you want to create a pivot table from table range, you can just go with T. In the same way, if you want to create pivot table from external data source, you can simply click on E. But in this case, we are creating a pivot table from the table range. I can simply click on T. We will get one pop-up. So inside the pop-up, it will ask you select a table or range. Here you can observe clearly the table range is selected automatically and it will ask you two questions. Choose where you want the pivot table to be placed, either in new worksheet or existing worksheet. If you want to create a pivot table in the existing worksheet, you can give the location in this way. You can select any one of the cell in the sheet and you can just check this option which is existing worksheet. In the same way, if you want to insert the pivot table in the new worksheet, you can just go with the new worksheet. And here you can notice choose whether you want to analyze multiple table. So right now we will neglect this. This is a data model. We will see later on. Now simply you need to click on OK. New sheet will be inserted and we can see the pivot table, right? Now here you can notice pivot table is created. Now what you can do is you can simply drag the city column inside the row. Now what I will do, I will drag the city column inside the row and I will drag the sales amount inside the value. Here you can observe we have created the pivot table which is city wise total sales. This helps summarize and analyze data efficiently. So we have created the pivot table with the help of shortcut key. So friends, these were 15 useful Excel shortcut keys that can help you work faster and more efficiently. If you found this video helpful, Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.